Let me start by showing you around. So let me launch one Excel workbook. When I launch Excel, because this is me starting from scratch basically, then I can either start by using one of these templates, but that's not the way to go right now. So I want to start with a blank Excel workbook. So if you open an Excel file, what you have opened is a workbook. Inside the workbook, you are going to have worksheets, right? By default, you will have a single Excel worksheet, but you can easily create more worksheets by using the plus icon here for creating new sheets. So you can create up to 255 worksheets in Excel. Now, the worksheets is your main area of working in Excel, and it is dominated by cells. The cells are these boxes that you see right here, and you can see that every single box is located at the intersect of a column and a row. Okay, so this box I have currently selected right now is on column D and row 2. And that's why if you check over here, this is called the name box, you will see the address of this particular cell, right? So if I go to click on a different cell, now this should be what? This should be cell B5 because it's sitting on column B and row 5. More on cells later in the course, right? Now, so far, you know workbooks, you know worksheets, you know cells, you know columns, you know rows, and you also know name box, right? Now, the other thing that is also extremely important for you to know about is the menu tabs, right? So over here, you can see different tabs in your Excel, and we refer to them as menu tabs, or just for short, tabs, right? Now, if you go to a restaurant, for example, you know what you get when you ask for the menu? You are going to see a list of different items categorized according to the type of food you are looking at, right? So you can have a section that has Chinese, you can have another section that has fruits, you can have another section that has soups, right? And if it's a Nigerian restaurant, you definitely have a section that has swallows, right? So these are called menu tabs, and they are basically used for carrying out different operations in Excel. There are operations you want to do, you have to be on the home tab. There are things you want to do, you have to be on the insert tab, right? Now, within each tab, you have something we call a ribbon, right? So this right here is a ribbon because it holds different commands in Excel, right? Now, you know cells, you know rows, you know columns, you know the name box, you know the menu tabs, you know the ribbon. The other thing you also need to be aware of is Excel status bar. So the status bar is what you have at the bottom of your Excel like this. So as I'm inside one cell right now, you will see the status bar says it is ready for me to start working. And if I try, maybe just to double click inside this cell, like I want to type something there, you see the status has changed to enter, right? Or maybe if I click on another cell like this and I'm not double clicking, I just maybe go inside the formula bar right here, you see that the status changes to edit. That means ready to edit this cell or ready to put a content inside of this cell, right? Another thing that you will also see on the status bar is this. So let me just type in, some random numbers on some cells. Okay. Now, if I highlight this set of numbers, you will see that still on my status bar, I can see the average of the numbers, I can see the counts of the numbers, and I can also see, the total sum of the numbers highlighted. Right now, if I like, I could actually right click on the status bar this way and maybe add some more things to what I want to see on my status bar, right? So for example, I could check the box for maximum. Right now, if I have the box for maximum checks, next time I highlight this way, I will also see the maximum number of the highlighted ones that I have selected. And finally, there is something called the quick access toolbar. So I have my own quick access toolbar right here just underneath the ribbon. So the quick access toolbar is just a place for you to find some of your favorite and some of your useful Excel commands, and you want to bring them to the forefront so that you can easily use them anytime you have the need, right? So for example, I'll basically go to the data tab right now, and I'm going to go to maybe text to columns. So if I right click on text to columns, I can select add to quick access toolbar, and you see it right here, right? So whenever I get to whenever I have the need to use the text to column button, I don't have to navigate all over from the home tab all the way to the data tab. I can just simply use the text to columns button from the quick access toolbar.